Let's start by showing you the evaluation process. We try to keep this process as simple as possible. We have decided to create an evaluation for data analysis using Excel. But we could have chosen any of the software we support. We could have also combined more than one software depending on our needs. For example, PHP and MySQL for a web developer position. Then we select the questions that will be included in the evaluation. We have a question pool of roughly 20,000 questions in 6 different languages. About 7,000 of them are in English. The other languages are Spanish, German, Russian, Greek, and Italian. Once we form the evaluation test, we add or select the candidates who we want to assess. This process can be completed manually by adding the necessary information in the fields you can see here, or can be done by inserting a list of the candidates using an Excel file. Once we're ready, we send the evaluation invitations to the candidates. The candidates receive instructions for the evaluation. They then can decide if they want to start the evaluation now or later. Here you can see the test environment. This part is Test for You, and this is the real Excel application. The candidate reads the question, solves it using Excel, and then uses the buttons of our interface to submit it. They can see the number of questions and the time they have left. There is also a help button describing the interface. It is a pretty straightforward process. After the end of the test, the recruiter can see the results in Test for You panel. We can see here part of the results of a candidate. We can see which questions were answered correctly, which ones were answered incorrectly, and the ones that were ignored. This is useful when the recruiter needs to drill down from the general statistics to a certain candidate. We have a plethora of general statistics. Here we can see the number of candidates that answered correctly each question, and here we can see the average percentage of the candidates per category of the evaluation. Each evaluation can consist of more categories than one. For example, you want to test a candidate for a secretary job, and you want to test their skills in Word, Excel, and Outlook in one assessment at once. Let's move now to the assessment technology behind the test. Our initial approach was as Windows software. To be able to cover the needs of more recruiters and candidates, however, we developed an alternative web-based way of testing that can run on all platforms, including even phones and tablets. This broadens the access to our technology, since now all Windows, Linux, and Mac users can access Test for You. Here we can see a sample of the questions we have created for the students of our Uber course in the Udemy platform, both on phone and tablet. There is one specific part of our assessment technology we're especially proud of. Those are the advanced questions, tailored to professional needs. For example, instead of just asking the candidate to perform a simple task that has nothing to do with what they will face in real life, we give them a raw text and a picture of what we expect them to transform this text to, much like what others will expect from them in a work environment. This type of questions exists for every software. We could, for example, have a question asking the candidate to create this presentation we're now showing you. As we have mentioned before, we're not limited to Microsoft Office. We have recently been assigned by the Austrian Federal Ministry of Education to train and assess 10,000 pupils using LibreOffice. We have also developed more specialized solutions for AutoCAD or Creo, and even for assessing web-based skills. Knowing what the candidates know or don't know is only the first step. Training is what should come next for every organization. The flexibility of Test for You allows it to play the role of a training tool as well. In this video, you can see the training phase of Test for You in action. As we can see, we use the real Excel application to solve a question. The difference with the assessment is that it informs the trainees of whether they answered correctly or incorrectly and gives them the option to watch a video solution of the exercise to promote self-learning. Everything you have seen until now can of course be customized to each organization's needs. We can create custom questions and even provide a white label solution.